We'll be doing reference elements today. So we have three different reference elements. One is point, line, and we have datum planes. Datum planes is nothing but these are called datum planes. Our XY plane, YZ plane, and ZX plane. So these are datum planes. So we can create our own datum planes wherever we need. We can create multiple datum planes using this datum plane, and we can create points. So in Sketch you create points, in Sketch you create lines. Similar to that, you can create your points and lines in this 3D space itself whenever required. So I'll select some plane, sketch. So if I'll have a circle. I'll have a rectangle. I'll have a spline. I'll have a normal line also. So here we have point, line, and rectangle. So different plane. So first we'll start with point. You'll get a dialog box. So the first basic one is coordinates. So using the coordinates, you can create a point. So we have different types. So coordinates on curve, on plane, on surface, on circle, sphere, ellipse, center, tangent on curve, between. So we have so many different types of options in points. So first one is coordinates. So coordinates, by coordinates, what you can do is same thing. Just give values. So at any value, so you can preview it. So at 100 distance in X direction, that is X axis. So here you can see I created a point at this. Control Z. Do it again. Select this. See here at X direction, I created a point at 100 distance. Now coordinates, and see this thing keeps moving. Now it became curve. So that's why what you have to do is always when you're using these things, you have this green color thing besides it. This is nothing but you can lock it. Now this won't change. Okay, if this is on, what is happening is if I click anything, this will change. This became on curve. So that's why you should change this to coordinates and lock this thing. When you're doing auto unit, that time you have to lock it. Then is y-axis. If you want, you can just increase it from here. Just preview it. You can see x-axis is done, y-axis also is increasing. And if you want to increase it in z direction, you can give z direction value like this and click OK. See, at this point I created a point which is 100 mm in y-axis, 100 mm in z-axis, and 100 mm in z-axis, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So you can click OK, and you have created a point at this location. Now using the same point thing, see coordinates, I can see point reference. So default is origin, that is our origin point. So if you want to change the origin point, you can just select this default origin, click this, our new origin point, and you can create one more point at whatever distance you want. If you don't want z-axis 100, you can give 0, and you can preview it and click OK. So you can see 2 points I have created at the same thing. You can take point, and no need to create anywhere here. You can create any wherever you want, you can just select it. See this point also I can create. So if I want in the opposite direction, I can give negative symbol, negative x-axis. So you can see it goes in the negative direction. Okay, click OK. So I create a point at this location also. So like this, we
Mm-hmm.
can create multiple coordinate points. Let us say coordinate points first. Then is our on curve. On curve means if you have any curve. So if you have a curve, for example, we have this curve over here. So I can create a point on this. So select this. So you can see this here I create a point. So I can give the distance on curve. Give whichever distance I want, I can give it on the curve. This point is moving exactly on the curve. Okay, you can see how the point is moving like this. So distance along direction you can give, or else what you can give us ratio of curve. Ratio of curve have to give us. See if you want it to be in the center, middle point. So you can directly give middle point here. This becomes 0.5. Okay. Next extremity means the end point, nearest extremity. That is the end point you can create. So here you can just click middle point if you want the exact center of the curve. Any curve you're doing, you want its center, you can just create middle point, or else here you can type in the place of ratio, you can type 0.5, or else you can give 0 as ratio at entrance point, you'll get it, or you can give 1 at the exit point, you'll get it. Okay, and zero point 0.5 at the exact center, you'll get it of the curve. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this you have it. So click OK. So you got a point at the exact center. Next is on plane. So on plane basically what it does is, see if you have a plane, datum plane. So on that datum plane you can create your points. So I need to create points on this datum plane. So I'll select the datum plane and you can see I can create points on this. So you just have to give horizontal and vertical distance. X-axis won't come into place. It will be exactly on the plane. Whatever point you're creating will be exactly on the plane, and whatever dimensions you're giving. So whatever dimensions you want to give, you can give it here with this and click OK. So you can see I created a point exactly on this datum plane. Next is what? On surface. On surface, we didn't create a surface. What I'll do is I'll create on surface for now. So I'll just take this profile. I'll just create a surface. This is for our understanding. So now I'll go back to the our design. So using this point, I'll go to on surface. So if I just select the surface, you can see I can create a point anywhere on the surface. On the surface, I can create this point. I can click OK. So you can see on the surface. So here you can see that star. This is that star,
Okay. That
not
was.
star point. So this point I can create on the surface using that command. Okay, on surface. Then here we have circle, sphere, ellipse, center. This is center of any circle or sphere or ellipse. We can get it using this command. So if you have a circle and if you want the center point of the circle, you can straight away come up here for the points and you can select the center axis. It's very important and you have to have it's like multiple applications and you use it all the time. So it's very important. So to find the center of the circle, so here you can come and you can get the circle center. Just click here. So you can see you'll get the exact center of the circle using the point this tool. Click OK. Then again come here. So next is tangent on curve. So if you want to create a tangent, just select the circle which direction you want to create this. So you can right click, you can select from here. So x-axis you can't do it, so you have to see here x-axis is on the face. So select y-axis, which is going, it will be tangent, it will touch the circle curves. Select y-axis, click OK. So you can see 2 points have been generated in y-axis. See, y direction is this. So two tangent lines you get. See y-axis, two tangent lines, you'll get it like this. You can select x-axis also, you'll get one here, one more here. So you get tangent points on the circle. Next is what? Next is between. Between is also very important because it comes very handy. So if you want to find the center, there's some line which you did somewhere. So if you want to find the center of something, there's some line. Okay. So if you want to find the center of the rectangle, or if you want to find the center of any linear elements, so at that time we can straight away use this sub between option. So see, I want to find the center of this rectangle. I want to draw something with respect to the center of this rectangle. So I don't have any point in place. So I have to go to sketch. I have to draw a point line. Then that line will interfere with our 3D model. So all double work is there. So for that reason, I have this tool. So I'll straight away use this between. So I'll use between this diagonal endpoint, point one, diagonal endpoint I'll select 1, diagonal endpoint I'll select 2, and here like in the previous case I'll give 0.5. Also I have this option called middle point, same thing which we did previously, and I can give OK. So I'll get the center of the rectangle, exact center of the rectangle. Or if you have any line, if you want the center of the line, you can straight away select the two endpoints of the line. So you can select this endpoint, I'll select this endpoint. You can see if I give middle point, I'll get the exact center of the line. So I'm getting this. Okay, that are the different types of points. Now we have lines. How to create lines in 3D space. So first is point and point. Point and point is basically the main definition of lines. So two endpoints, if you select, you'll get a line between them. So I'm selecting these two. You can see I got a line between them. So here we have more options. That is, here we have the start dimension and end dimension. So this is exactly on the points. But start ones, you can just increase the line length, and end also you can increase the line length if you want. So that is a dimension given here. So if you want start to be 0, you can give 0. If you want n to be 0, you can give 0. But if in case if you want to extend it by some distance, you can specify the distance and it will automatically extend. Okay, are you have you understood this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we have length. That's why we are able to do this. Then if you have see, infinite start point is infinite start point means the length will be infinite at the start location. So if I select this, you can see it goes as a reference, it goes infinite length, it doesn't have an end point, it keeps on going like this. Then similarly, if you don't want that and if you want infinite endpoint, you can select this. So start point will be finite and endpoint will be infinite. It will keep going without any end as a reference. So if you want infinite both start and end, you can select this infinite. Both the side it will go like that. Okay, understood? So here next is we have mirrored extend. So here at start point I give 50, end point I give 0. So if I want both the sides same dimension, just like in pat command, so you can give it here. So here whatever value I give, both the side it will be mirrored. Okay, mirrored option is that. So
Okay.
automatically it will be mirrored to the two locations. So you can see here whatever value I'm increasing, in the opposite direction also the line is increasing. Okay, here 79 means here also 79. Like this. Okay, understood? So this is mirror extend.
Yeah.
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 So you can click OK. We created this line. Similarly, that is point to point line, right? See, point to point. Wherever points you have, you can create a line out of it. See, if you have 2 points, you can straight away select those 2 points and you can create a line in between them. Okay. Next is point and direction. Point and direction means you just, this is something which I use maximum all the time. I keep using this. It's much more convenient for me. So you have the point, whichever point is there, you can select. See, this is my point. Then I have to select the direction. So for direction, I just have to look at the compass. This thing is called compass. So seeing the compass, I have to specify the direction. Say if I want x-axis, see if I want this line to go. So if I want this, if I want a line in x direction, I'll straight away select x-axis. So you can see I got a line in x direction. If I want a line in y direction, I'll select y component. So I'll get a y line in y direction. If I want a line in
Mm-hmm.
this thing, our xy, this thing z direction. If I want a line in z direction, I'll straight away get it in z direction top side. So like this, I can get the different lines in different sides. And if I want at this line at some different direction, at any angle or something, see if I have an example here, I'll select this. Automatically, this will also take the same direction of that line. So it's much more convenient. It's something which I keep using all the time. And rest all is the same. Start point, end point, length, infinite, start point, infinite, that this, then mirror extend. So you can get all
What
those
is the
things.
support?
Support is again if you have some extra lines. See if I have a line here joining this. If I select support, it will be tangent or it will be in unison with that. So it comes handy when you're doing surface modeling. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll do that also. So if you have any line here, so I'll take this point. This point I'll take, and direction I'll specify this no, on this direction. Direction x-axis, y-axis. Okay. Now support, I'll select this. You can't support this is not tangent. You need some tangent line. Then when you have it some tangent, that time you can select it. This is not tangent. Tangent reverse direction. Support. You need tangent lines. And if you have any surface, see if you have any, see for example you have this and select this and select this and you will select direction, reverse direction, support. I can select the surface, operation point direction, click a point next to the rotor. Sure. So you can select the surface automatically. Ill. What happens? See this curve. This curve you can see. This point will also, this line will also come according to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
for some reason I'm getting this. It comes very handy when you're doing surface modeling. So this thing it's not useful. So that is one point in direction which I use maximum. Then we have angle or normal to curve. So angle or normal to curve, basically what it suggests is we can just create a line at any angle. So you have to select
Mm-hmm.
the curve, whatever curve you want. Then point you can select. Then you can select the angle at which you want that thing. Support. Just select this surface you can select. at whatever angle you want to give. That angle you can specify. This thing again we'll do it this side. Point, I'll take this direction. Direction 0. This thing again will have another shape on this side. Okay. Support. Select the curve. So here whatever angle you want to give, you can give with respect to that. You can see how the angle is changing. You can see how the angle is changing. This is angle. So whatever angle you want to give, you can give with respect to the suppose 60 degree, 80 degree or anything. We can give it with respect to this. Okay. So you want to make it normal to curve, you can make it normal to curve. So it becomes straight lines. So don't do that. So you will get it like this. Understood?
Yeah.
Just have to select the point and you have to select the this thing direction in which you want the angle. So you'll get it like this. This we don't use much. What we use more is our angle datum plane that I'll explain. Next is tangent to curve. So if you have a curve, so that is a circle or something, you can create a tangent using that. So first select the curve, select the element. So you can just reverse direction. This will be some other plane. Yeah, it's in some other plane. So still you're getting the tangent. It's in some other plane. So what I'll do is I'll just select this line. I'll select tangent to curve. So I have this circle over here. Same plane we'll see in a point. I think this is in same plane. So I'll select this. I'll select this point. Again, this is in some other plane like this. So okay, same plane. You just have to give y tangent here. So you can see we have two options, one here and one to second here. So any tangent you want, you can select it from here. You can select this kind of tangent or this kind of tangent. Okay, you just have to select the point and you have to select the curve. So you can select what kind of tangent you want, like this.
Mm.
Okay, and you can click OK.
Okay.
So you'll get a tangent like this. That is touching the circle. Next is normal to surface. Again, this thing you need some surface. This comes handy when you're doing surface modeling. So you have to select the surface. You have to select the point. So you'll get like this. So this will be a normal to surface. Okay, it's not used much. It's okay. Like this you can create it. No, it's not used much, but then you have bisecting lines. So bisecting lines, basically what it does is, see, when two lines are colliding somewhere. So for example, I have what I'll do is I'll just take between. Okay, this is points. So I'm taking this endpoint and taking this endpoint. Okay, so I'll 0.5 middle point. I got one. So I'm taking
Mm-hmm.
line, point, and direction. I'm selecting this point. I'm giving some direction to it, x-axis or y-axis. I'll give y-axis. I'll click OK. So here it's intersecting at this point. So in line, we have something called bisecting lines. So using this, I'll select two lines, line 1, line 2. So I'll get a line that is going to bisect them two. So you have two solutions, 1 and 2. Next solution is this, it's bisecting in this direction, and the other solution is it's going in vertical direction. So it's bisecting in two different directions. So you can just do it like this. So whichever you want, you can just select OK. You get it like this. If you want other solution, you can select this, and you can increase or decrease the value. And this you can do it. Okay. So wherever it's meeting, like that you can do it. Click OK.
Okay.
Like this, you can draw intersecting lines. That is your line and point. Hope you have understood this. It comes very handy when you're doing 3D modeling.
Mm-hmm.
Next is datum plane. Datum plane also makes your work a lot more easier. So if you take datum plane, you have different types of datum planes. So you have offset from plane, that is a very basic one. Okay, offset from plane means will offset the plane. Like see, this is a datum plane. At whatever distance you want, you can offset it. See, 1200 mm, it's offsetted. Click OK. Similarly, here you have parallel through point. Parallel through point means also something which I use it. So what you have to do is this is very useful. So if you have any point, so if you want to create a model at that location, at this point I want to create a model. So first thing I'll select is reference. I want the plane to be like this, or I want the plane to be like this. So first I'll select the plane, then I'll select the point. So at this point I'll get this datum plane. So it's very handy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at this point what I'll do is once I do this, I'll select this plane, I will sketch. So wherever this point is there, so you can rotate it. See, you just have to place normal view, so automatically rotate. See, this is the point which I selected. So what I'll do is I'll just create a circle or anything at that point, so it comes very handy. So if again normal view you would give that exactly at that position, create a circle, small one. There's two things to select, constrain it, coincide it, click OK. So you can get coincidence with that. So exit this. So now using two different planes, I can create complex shapes using that. So you can see I'm using complex shapes. See, I can create complex shapes using that. Understood? So it's a combination of two different planes.
Mm-hmm.
So parallel through point is something which is one of my favorites. I keep using it all the time. Then here you have angle or normal to plane which we are discussing. So in this what you have to select is you have to select your rotational axis. At what axis it's going to rotate. So if you want you can select your horizontal axis, your reference datum plane. Which datum plane is your reference? Which one you want to rotate? So I'm going to rotate this one. Okay. So at whatever angle you want to rotate it, I can rotate it like this. See, it's rotating.
Mm-hmm.
Like this I can rotate. Click OK. I'll I'll show one more thing. I'll select this. I'll create I'll create one more example for you to understand it properly. So you'll get much more clarity. Okay, okay. Okay. So you have object like this. So you want to create a datum plane at certain angle. So what I'll do is I'll select my datum plane. I'll select the rotational axis. This is my rotational axis, and this is the reference plane. So you can see I created a plane at that location. You can see I created a plane at that location.
Mm-hmm.
Now are you understanding how to do it?
Yeah.
So you can
Yes.
see I created a data plane like this. I'll click OK. I'll select this plane. I'll sketch. I'll sketch a slot. Just, yeah. This is the sketch. You can pocket. Okay. So you can see at an angle we have pocketed it. See how the pocket has come. So you can double click on the datum plane. You can just move the angle if you want. So you can just increase it and you can just update it here. So you can see how the model is changing. 160. Okay. Update. You can see how the model is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Control Z. You can see how the model is changing. Similarly, I'll show you once more. So for angle datum plane. Okay, select the rotational axis first. Then you have to select the reference element. You can select this element or this element, whatever you want, you can select and you can give OK. Now you want to give the angle. So whatever angle you want to give, you can give it like this or like this. Whatever you want to give, you can give it like this. So click OK. So you can sketch whatever you want to do, you can do it on that. Then exit. So you can just add bucket whatever you want. Here you do is up to next. Then here more you go. Our what we have done before. So this is limit 2. So using limit 2, I can extend this. So you can see such complex shapes. We can do it with ease using the datum plane. Okay, understood?
Mm-hmm.
These
Yes.
complex shapes you can do it with ease. Have you understood this, Srivardhan? How to
Yeah,
use
I understood.
angle datum planes? So you have to practice
Yep.
this. You have to practice this because you'll forget it. We all have a tendency to forget things. That is angle to now then through 3 points. So through 3 points means you can create a datum planes with respect to 3 different point locations. So the points may be anywhere, but with reference to this, you can create a datum plane. So you can see I have 3 different points, 3 different location. I created datum plane just like this. See, you can see at some angle it is.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, here also I can create a datum plane. 3 locations. Okay, plus cancel. Here also I can create datum plane through 3 points. So I can select one, one, two, no, two, and three. So you can see I created datum plane with respect to this point, and this point. Okay, you can see how inclined it is. See how
Mm-hmm.
it is. I selected this point, and this point. 3 different points I selected, and you got a datum plane which is adjacent to all the 3 points that I have selected. So if I want to delete this, I'll select this. I'll select this point. So you can see how it's coming. Okay, understood? So whichever 3 points you select, between that you'll
Yes.
get a datum plane.
Okay.
Now, similarly, we have 3 points and we have two lines. So if you have two lines, so if I have one line here and I have one more line here, we'll get a datum plane intersecting here. So you can see I have a line datum plane passing through this and this. It's cutting in half. Understood? Whichever two lines you select, in
Mm-hmm.
between that you'll get a datum plane. If you want like this, I'll select this. I'll select this one next. So you can see this datum plane is going like this. Okay, understood?
Uh-huh.
That's through two lines. Then you have through point and line. Through point and line means if you have a point here and so line is already there. Point you can select anywhere. Through point and this line. This line is selected here. This line is selected here. So you can see same thing. It's intersecting both. See point of that and line of this. It's like that. Okay. So if you want, you can sketch anything on this plane. So logically, just the normal things. So whatever they are saying, point and point means point and point will get a datum planes. If they are saying line and line, so line and line you'll get a datum plane. So whatever angle it is, you'll get it. So like this, you can get different components. Then what do you have? Through planar curve. Through planar curve means if you have a datum plane, this is also very helpful. Here somewhere we had one datum plane. So if you have any curve like this, you can select this. So you'll get a datum plane right in front of it. So you can modify it or anything. You can do it. That is through planar curve. Then here you have normal to curve. Normal to curve is very important. So if you're doing anything, I'll show this. I will create one more example for that. So just imagine I have a planar curve at this plane. On this plane I have. Let's delete this. So many things are there. I'll just update. So I'll select this datum plane. I will sketch. I'll create a datum plane. I'll create a normal curve. It's very important. So exit the sketch. So I have a curve like this. So now the previous example that we did, similar to that, if you want to create any model on this, so you have to use this ribbon slot command. So here basically if I want to model something at this endpoint, okay, to create the
Mm-hmm.
same shaft kind of thing. So what I have to do is I have to create a datum plane on this point, exact location I want to create a datum plane. So to create that, I'll just go here. I'll select normal to curve and I'll select this curve option. So here you can see this curve is created, but now I want the point. See, point is next. So I'll create this datum plane on this point and I'll click OK. So I can now select this plane. I can sketch at this location whatever I want. I can create. I just create a slot. So slot. I'll select this. I'll select this. Constraints. Midpoint. Click OK. Okay. Now exit the sketch. Okay, we can use this rev command. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
sketch is selected. Now to use the center curve. This is my center curve. So here this sketch is too big because too many curves are there. So here it's going to intersect. Smoother curve means you get smoother. Zero, sketch, sketch, and your profile. Right. Make this smaller. It's a mirror because here they should show the dimension. They are not given the dimension. It's a mirror here. It's updated. Okay, so getting this. So like this, if you have this datum plane at the center point, you'll get this kind of models you can create. Complex shapes, everything you can do.
Mhm.
Just like this.
Okay.
So that is rip command. So in rip command, what you have to do is profile and the center curve. Just have to select these two, you'll get a shape. Wherever you want, you can create the shape in this. Then what do you have? So next is tangent to surface. So tangent to surface datum plane. So if you have any surface, you can create a tangent. So first thing you need a point. So I have this circular in shape. So what I need to do is see. I'm selecting this tangent to curve, tangent to surface, but there is surface is selected, but there's no point. So what I'll do is I'll right click, create a point. So in create a point between is there, on curve option is there. So I'll just select this. See on the curve, I'll create a point. I'll click OK. So you can see I got a datum plane on the curve on the surface now. Similarly, so here you can just select this tangent. A point if you want to change, create a point, edit point. So here on curve is there. What you do is on surface you create on surface, select the surface, create anywhere on the surface, click OK. So now you can see on the surface you'll get this datum plane. Whichever surface I have selected on the surface you'll get this datum plane where the point is generated. So like that you can create it. Here then this equation is not here again you have to give the coordinate systems. This comes when you're doing some programming language or something. You can just create this. Other times it's not useful. Or if you have any coordinates in place, that time you can use it. The mean through points is again the same thing. If you have multiple points, say if you have multiple points, mean between them is taken into consideration. So if you have multiple points like this, I'll just delete this. Hit point, select something else. cancel this. You can select the, so you will get a plane between the 3 points that you selected. Like this you can do it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like this. It's not used much. In this, what maximum you use is offset from plane, parallel through plane, which I use most of the times, angle and normal to plane. 3 points if you want, you can use it. Then rest all normal to curve. This is very important. Apart from that, nothing much you use. In this lines, maximum you use is point to point, and point and direction. These two things are maximum used.
Mm-hmm.
And tangent to curve also sometimes you can use it. Then in points, between is maximum used. Circle center is maximum used. Then on curve is sometimes used. Coordinates I don't have. Yeah, not so much. So many things I used. So these are different reference elements. I hope you have all understood it.
Mm-hmm.
Any doubts on that?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So
No.
we'll do one example. I'll just close this as a mirror on this page. I'll open part design example. So Srivardhan, have you done the assignments which we discussed in the previous classes?
Yeah, I've sent it to you in the email.
Okay. Then we'll check that tomorrow then. I'll
Okay.
just check it now. Let's open this new folder, desktop, add one folder. Take screenshot of this and tell me how you're going to do this.
Can you zoom in a bit?
Okay?
Okay. Uh-huh. Done.
I'm done.
I'm done too. Mm,
So how are you going to do this?
mm,
I think from the top view, we
Okay,
can use pat command to create the base.
exactly.
You can pocket out the holes and the slot as well,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
and then create a new plane at 45 degrees angle from
Mm-hmm.
referring to the base,
Mm-hmm.
and then create a new sketch on the new plane, and then add it to join with the base.
Exactly. As simple as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Understood, Sripriya?
Yes,
Prabha?
yes.
Yeah, so we'll just do this. So we'll just, it's as simple as it is. Just create the base first. So I'll just shorten this. So first select this sketch. Else better, so Prabha, you just open your screen share And you have your Catia open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just do this.
Not letting me do anything. Just a second. Yeah. I can't operate.
What happened?
I don't know.
Just close
Just
this window, and just yeah, no,
yeah,
down,
I'm trying.
yeah, down. Yeah, in just the window, not the complete Catia. Just cancel this down. You have the dialog box. Just cancel that.
Okay.
This you close.
Oh, where is the dialogue? Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't see because of. Okay.
See, the datum planes are very small. And the first classes had told you how to make it big.
Yeah, I kind of prefer it like that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, first I can do this. Mm, 13. Okay. Then
Make it in center.
yeah. Three. Mm, huh?
Right click. First right click. Yeah.
No, yeah.
And dimensions.
Yes, yes. Oh,
It's selected. It's not selected.
Sorry.
First select the dimension. Okay, you're going there up.
Mm,
Take dimension. Take
yeah.
dimension first.
I
No, leave it.
think
Leave it. Escape. Escape. Okay, that constrains it and do.
if we can.
Yeah, click OK.
Uh,
And just
why
delete
is it
some.
not?
Wait. It's okay. Just some dimension somewhere itself. Some constraint, automatic constraints has happened. So just check something.
Okay, this is coincident, I guess.
Yeah, there it
I
shouldn't have
cannot
been.
do
Just drag
this.
it down. Yeah, just
I
create one more. Okay, down you put. That thing don't put it. Yeah, put it there. Huh? Enough. Now just drag it down. Make it horizontal. Make it symmetry first. Yeah, good. Okay.
what is this length?
Just open it besides this.
112.
See, just keep that sketch besides this. Just minimize this Catia
Okay.
and put the drawing beside it.
I don't know where I said it. Where is it? What is the length? 112. Then radius 5. Mm,
Main is our datum plane. So yeah, this is enough. Just trim that thing and just draw that thing. Later on we can do it.
okay.
Yeah, just trim that area.
The constraints.
Yeah, that's it. So just
Okay.
pad it.
Mhm.
Auto distance they have asked.
13.
Hmm. Now the datum plane. Create the datum plane.
Oh, I would have created the holes too.
That's okay. That we can do it later now. Now just create the datum plane. That's the main thing. That's why we opened this example now for the datum planes.
Yeah.
Reference elements.
I'm going to do that is angle or normal to plane and
Rotational axis first. So what are you going to select? See the drawing and tell me, Srivardhan, like which
Yes.
point are you going to select? We've done the example now, so similar to that only we have to do it. Just select the edge. It's stuck, huh? Yeah, select the edge. I think your connection is gone.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
searching for the connection's gone.
yeah, connection is gone. It's gone. It's okay, Liv. We'll do it here. So basically, something like this.
Can
We'll
you
do
still hear
this.
me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the screen recording on?
I just turned it off though.
Okay, mine, is it on?
Nope.
Wait. Yeah, we'll just do this. We have to here to that's one and two. Also, we have to does 12. Here it goes 37. Now symmetry line. Thus, then what else we have? This to this. Allow symmetry line. This. Okay, this and this. Concentricity. This and this. Concentricity. Then the dimension is this is 12, this is 13. Radius. Diameter. Okay, this is 12. Also 12. Here 12. This is right click, delete. This is 13. Radius. Okay. And what else we have? Here this one is 6 radius. This is 112. This and this. Right click, allow symmetry line. So the vertical. Okay. Now what else? Distance 63 here they have given. This to this 63 they have given. Okay. Anything else left out? 6, 12, 37. Exit. So here we'll pad. What is the thickness? 13. No? Enter.
13.
Yeah. So here datum plane. Always select the edge. So here we can see 45 degrees from the edge it is. Right. So let's basically select the edge as a axis. So here first go to angular normal. First rotational axis, this edge you select. Then you select this reference plane. So here whatever angle they have given, that you specify 45 degrees, 45 degrees
Mm-hmm.
and click OK. Then select this datum plane and sketch. So you'll get it like this. So just check it once. I want it to be here. No? Both anyways. Let's say yeah, data plane is here. So just normal view. You have to check it always, or else by mistakenly you'll do it in the back side. So
Mm-hmm.
now what you have to do is you have to draw this front end, whatever dimension they are given, that you have to draw it. So in front side, what is this 43 height? This circle is there. The circle inside diameter is 19. This information given here. Then what else I given? Yeah, first we'll do this. So at the center point, we'll create one large circle. Then we'll create one smaller circle at the same center point location. Here you can see this is exactly touching on this. So what I'll do is that'll be same. So here I'll take project 3D element. I'll select this edge. So I got a line here. Now what I'll do
Mm-hmm.
is I'll select this tangent, this tangent to this line. It's going and meeting at this point. Let's see. We'll try to make this vertical. If it's okay, then another side also will do. Okay, it's happening. But here it's coincident. It has to be coincident. Let's see if it moves. Yeah, it's moving, so it's okay. So same thing will repeat here. We'll select these two. Click OK. And yeah. Now what else? That's it. No. Double click on dimension
Vertical.
and make this vertical, and select this and select this edge, tangent, sorry, the inside circle diameter is how much? 19.
Mm, yeah,
So that
19.
is done, and here we know this to this distance they have given somewhere here, so we saw 43.
But,
Enter. So
yeah,
that's it.
okay.
Now double click on trim, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this side also. So everything is gone. Now only thing is remaining is this. So we can just exit the sketch and see if it's okay. Now we can use our pad command. So we can select the sketch. We can give up to next, and you can give okay. So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's done, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we had to give this fillet. So here we can just double click on the base sketch. Here only we can give fillet since we have not started fillet command. So for this,
Mm-hmm.
our simple thing, what we can do is hold control, select this point, hold control, select this point, go to fillet. What is that fillet value?
5.
5. So select 5, press enter, and exit the sketch,
Mm-hmm.
and it just
Update.
update it here. So that's it, right? Anything else left out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So we can just practice this and complete the other models, whichever you have left out, Prabha, and
Okay.
we'll do the revision. We'll check tomorrow all those things. Okay, we'll wind up for
Mm-hmm.
today.
Okay.
Yeah. Have a
Okay.
good night. Good night. Sleep.
Thank
And
you. Have a good day. Bye bye.
yeah. Okay then.
Bye.
Yeah. See ya. Bye.
See.
Okay then. I'll just close this. Okay then. Manage this. Yeah. Okay.